Hello all, welcome back to another video and welcome to Sammy G's World of Cinema. Once again, thank you so much for all the likes, the comments and support, guys. And if you have subscribed, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it and it means the absolute world to me. So thank you very much, everybody. Hope everyone is enjoying this Blu-ray collection series so far. And yeah, we're going to get on to part 6 of my Blu-ray collection. And the first one we are going to show is Detachment. Brilliant drama, this one. Kind of maybe done in more of a style like a documentary, but it's fantastic. And my word, guys, there are some gut-wrenching scenes. Adrian Brody's great in this, and then you've got Bryan Cranston, James Caan. It does deal with like some hefty like themes in there as well. So really good film. Leave No Trace. Ben Foster and Thomasin McKenzie. Yeah, this is a really good film. I did watch this one, I think, on like Netflix, I think might have been during the pandemic, and yeah, it is a really good like movie, this one. And I love the father and daughter relationship in this, and like how they kind of like going on like their travels, and like embracing the wilderness and emotional scenes in this one. It's got a little bit of a somber ending to it as well, so I would highly recommend this one, guys. Fruitvale Station, it was very moving. It caught me off guard with what happened in the end, but very yeah, especially for someone who didn't know much about like the real life story behind this film. But yeah, very good film. American Honey, really good film, this one, guys. Yeah, you could say it's got a little bit of a hefty runtime. Maybe there could have been maybe about 10-15 minutes maybe that could have been trimmed off here, but other than that, it is a really good film, this one. Like as I say, like this girl, and she's kind of going I think she goes like on like a road trip, like Shia LaBeouf and Sasha Lane, who I don't think I've seen a great deal of Sasha Lane in like other films, but she was really good in this. So Free Fire, and yeah, a very good cast, a very good premise, but didn't quite hit the landing for me, this one, unfortunately. It's got a good like idea, a good premise behind it, and yeah, but it didn't. I think, as I said, I think there was just times where I was a bit bored, unfortunately. But I do think that the acting was very strong in these. Still some really solid performances, especially like Cillian Murphy's in there, Jack Reiner, Brie Larson as well, who was actually not bad on the eye in this film, I've got to say. But well, where is the 4K of this when we need it? One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Yeah, an absolutely sensational film. One of the best, I think one of the greatest films ever, from one of the greatest years in film, in my opinion, as well, which was 1975. Winner of 5 Oscars, and yeah, the performances, Jack Nicholson and Louise Fletcher is some of the best acting you will ever see put to film. Really does cover like mental health themes. Jack Nicholson, he absolutely hands down gives 110% to the role of, like, I think Murphy, the character's name, isn't here. There's a couple of scenes where you can tell he's just giving it his all. Just an absolute force of nature in this role. And Louise Fletcher, even though you absolutely despise her character of Nurse Ratched, I think, because obviously Nurse Ratched is gotta be one of the greatest like antagonist put to film. Those scenes like them two have together, you know that this is just elite acting. Like they really know like what they are bringing to the table, and what they do bring to the table is just powerhouse acting all the way. An outstanding film. The score really fits the like the premise and the story of this film, and it's yeah, it's just absolutely wonderful. You've got to be in the right mood to watch One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, guys. Heartbreaking scenes in there as well. Hopefully this will get a 4K release someday, guys, because it absolutely deserves it. Deer Hunter, grimy scenes in there. There are, you know, some very violent scenes and nitty-gritty scenes in there, and yeah, it is it's a really wonderful film. Like, they're back home, and then they were kind of spending time with their friends and their loved ones, and then they go to like how they're functioning when they're in this war, and some of the horror that's in there is just, it's quite drastic. Great ensemble cast. You've got obviously Robert De Niro, John Cazale, John Savage, Meryl Streep, Christopher Walken. Wonderful cast. Next one I've got is one of my favourite films of all time. I have seen this multiple times, guys. I've even got the soundtrack, which I'll hopefully show like in a future video. And again, where is the 4K release of Taxi Driver? Because it totally deserves it. Yeah, this film is absolutely incredible. I just, again, love the whole like character study drama that this film beholds. Like, what Scorsese brings to the table with this is just majestically sublime. Really seeing this character, you know, like how he's building up all these like sort of like whirlpool of emotions, and it comes to a point where it's all too much, and Travis Bickle just deteriorates. Certain changes that occur with his character, and then he's like a totally different person to how you see him in like the first half of the film. But all the same, guys, it is absolutely incredible. Again, the scene where he's in like the cab, and he's with like this mob man that's sat in like the back of the vehicle, and then he's kind of like he's just giving him like certain instructions. He has to deal with some pretty you know, like dangerous people when he's when he's either driving in like inside his vehicle, or some of the passengers he picks up are some like dangerous people he's dealing with. So yeah, that's Taxi Driver. And then you've got young Jodie Foster in there, and Albert Brooks as well, who's, yeah, he does a great job in this actually. Harvey Keitel's in this, and Peter Boyle, so again, a pretty good cast. So, and of course, I went to see this at Tyneside Cinema last year. It was like Martin Scorsese's season, so I saw this like August last year, and again, guys, it looks stunning on the big screen. Goodfellas. Didn't bother picking up the 4K of this because I heard the 4K was a bit of a pants transfer, really, so I just settled for the Blu-ray, which is good enough. And yeah, again, guys, it is just an absolutely wonderful film. One of the greatest films of all time, in my opinion. You know, like it just really defies of what makes an impeccable gangster film. Martin Scorsese just absolutely nails it with this. You know, again, like based off like real life events. Joe Pesci, whilst he plays a really serious and temperamental character in this, he also plays a real comical character in this as well. You know, and Robert De Niro, absolutely brilliant in this. Ray Liotta sadly no longer with us, guys, but he gives again 110% to his the character in this. You can tell The Sopranos took massive inspiration from this film. Absolutely phenomenal, to say like the least, and a great soundtrack to this one as well. And yeah, I love the and the other thing is as well, guys, Goodfellas also has possibly one of the darkest opening sequences to a film ever. Is pretty terrifying in like this boot of a car. It is honestly, it is quite it's quite daunting, to say the least. And yeah, I saw this at Tyneside for Martin Scorsese season last year, and again, it looked exquisitely good on the big screen. And I think we know where Robert De Niro gets his pizza from as well. Godfather, the death of Michael Corleone. Yeah, this is, again, I just picked up the Blu-ray for this. I didn't really want to pick up the 4K of it because, yeah, just because I haven't seen the film as of yet, and I didn't really want to buy the 4K, and, you know, especially knowing that this film hasn't got the best reputation. It's probably meant to be one of the worst gangster films from what I've gathered, but yeah, I do eventually want to check this out. I think, to be honest, guys, it is a little bit piss poor, to be honest, that they decided to kind of spoil the movie with like the title in there. You know, they kind of could have just put The Godfather Coda, but just not put that in the title. I mean, what just why do that, honestly? But I'm really looking forward to like checking this out like eventually. And there you go, guys, that will do it for part I think I may have said part 6, is part 7 of my Blu-ray collection. So yeah, and again, guys, I hope you've all enjoyed this. I hope there was something for everyone here, and yeah, do let me know, like, in the comments, like, what are your thoughts on these films? Have you seen them? Do let me know in like the comments. And again, guys, thank you so much for all the support of late. I really appreciate it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and thank you for stopping by. And until next time, guys, I'll see you for the next video. Bye bye.